Hello everybody, Lucas Haneman here. Welcome to this week's episode of Guitar Tone Tuesday, which is all about transistor amplifiers, or shall we say non-tube amplifiers, that are affordable and sound great. We have an old amplifier and a new amplifier. Lots of people are switching to transistor amplifiers these days because they don't have the problems associated with tubes. They are not as temperamental. So these two amplifiers, we have an old one and a new one. To me, they represent the best sound in affordable transistor amplifiers. And we're going to hear both on today's episode of the show. So, old dog, new dog. Old dog, this one down here. To my left, to your right, on the bottom, is a Yamaha JX 35. The Yamaha JX amplifiers were created in the late 1970s, and they ran until about the mid-1980s. Along with the G series of amplifiers, the JX amplifiers from Yamaha really represent to me a really warm-sounding transistor amp. Not always the case with transistors. You get a lot of that sag and that slight compression that we would associate with a tube amplifier somehow with an old-school transistor technology. We featured this amplifier way back on episode 9 of Guitar Tone Tuesday, believe it or not. I had actually just bought a JX 40 from a guy in Montreal for $150. And the next week, I was at my grandmother's place helping her move. My dad looked across the street and said, "Hey, is that a JX Yamaha amp?" I went across the street, and sure enough it was. Someone was throwing this amplifier out. So for $50, the cost of a new speaker, I had a wonderful sounding amplifier, which I still love using for recording to this day. The new dog on top is a Boss Katana Artist 100. The Boss Katana Artists have been out for about 5 years now. We featured this amplifier much more recently on the show, and you guys really liked it. And I did too. I think I might have to get one of these for a gigging backup amplifier. I love the sound of the Katana, and it's very cool because you have power scaling within the amplifier. It uses transistors and what they call tube logic technology to emulate the tube experience. Is it successful? Well, I think so. So what we're going to do today is we're going to compare the old to the new. I'm going to pick up this guitar right here. This is a Melanson Strat style guitar built by the late great Gerard Melanson from Louisiana. For all intents and purposes, it's just a Strat. It has a fancy top, yes, maple top. It's all their 3 single coil pickups and just a wonderful sounding S-style guitar. So we're going to start off with the Yamaha. We're going to create a loop with some pedals, and we're gonna hear this thing in a range of pedal applications, and then we're gonna switch over to the Boss, and we're gonna hear that one with the same loop. So let's get going. So which dog was the victor? Do we prefer the old school Yamaha JX 35? Or does this new dog, the Boss Katana, have a few more tricks up its sleeve? Let me know your preference in the comment section down below. Have you chosen to use one of these amplifiers, and do you gig it? Has it replaced your tube amp? I would be really curious to find out. Now let's talk price for 1 second. I just did a quick search on Reverb, and the Yamaha JX amplifiers are going for around $250, so not quite as cheap as when I bought my JX40, but still very, very reasonable. The Boss Katana, brand new, the 50-watt version, is going for about $350 here in Canada. The 50-watt version is plenty loud for most people in most playing situations, and it sounds awesome. So, which one was your favorite? Do you like the old transistor technology? Do you like the new? Which one do you use? Please do let me know. And don't forget to ring that notification bell down below. Leave a comment because it makes a huge difference to the channel. Leave us a like. Share the video with your guitar playing friends. And let me know, if you do not have one of these amps, would you use one in place of a tube amp? That's about it for this week. We will see everybody again next Tuesday.